Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Minnesota Lynx going up against the Los Angeles Sparks. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
A playoff atmosphere in the building tonight. Two of the elite teams in the WNBA squaring off.
This is as good as it gets. There's only a few teams in the league on this level.
Yeah, and you know what? To me, this is a preview of the playoffs. You know, if they don't meet in the postseason, I'll be shocked. And guys, the energy in this arena with these fans is going to be off the charts. If you let me draft one player, maybe ever, to get the ball inside to, it might just be Brittany Griner.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible.
It's hauled in by Smith.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Here's Smith.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
A quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Now the Sparks with it. Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far. And it's Boss missing.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, there can be some luck involved in offensive rebounding unless you're as good as she is. Those tip-ins, those are by design. Those are pure skill.
Miss Incredible can't get it to go. Smith outside. Right side, Williams. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Now here is Queen. Covered by Collier. And yep, it's good.
Such a well-rounded offensive player. She's got a little bit of everything.
Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. McBride with the ball. Outside Williams. Griner inside. Boss defending. The Sparks grab the miss.
Well, when you talk about Courtney Williams, her versatility is what stands out the most.
Yeah, she doesn't dominate any individual statistic per se, but she does well in pretty much every category, which is what makes her such a valuable part of this team.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Williams, and the foul on Boss. That is her first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Collier outside. And again, no good by Minnesota. And she dunks it down.
You gotta love her aggressiveness finishing inside.
Well, her leaping ability gives her a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get her the ball around the rim, because it's either a dunk or free throws pretty much every time.
Now here's McBride. Pass to Williams.
Smith.
Now here's McBride. Connects from three-point range.
Can score from anywhere on the court, and McBride has really taken on that alpha personality type.
It's good.
She made that pass to a spot and let her teammate run right into it. That is how you distribute the basketball.
Smith outside. Williams sets the screen. Smith, no good.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there. Minnesota trailing. Here's Williams. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Can't nail the jumper. Pass to Queen. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Covered by Smith. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
Smith outside. McBride. Takes the three. Gets it to go from downtown.
Beautifully crafted for maximum efficiency. McBride's a natural playmaker.
Pass to miss is incredible. This one for three. It's good from long range.
You know, she's having a nice quarter, scoring with confidence.
Outside Williams. Here's McBride. Here's Schreiner. Offline with the three. Queen with the ball. He's picked up by Griner. Count the basket.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And, you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Now here's Williams. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's Collier missing. The Sparks with the lead. Here's Court Queen. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now here's Collier. Shot to stop the run. That shot off the mark. Pass to Boss. And here's Queen. She's guarded by Williams. Boss with it. Here's Court Queen. And she banks in the layup.
And she's made 5 straight from the field, coming out strong.
The defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop her, and her team is doing the right thing. They're feeding the hot hand.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Reiner. Boss defending. Back to Collier. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Inside, Collier can be so consistent, and her talents as a shooter make it look easy.
And when you talk about winning, historically, the Lynx are up there with any team in the WNBA.
Absolutely. You look at their 4 titles, which is tied for the most in league history. Then you see they have the 3rd best winning percentage of all time. I mean, this is a franchise that consistently has been in the hunt over the years.
Now here's Griner. And stolen by Boss. And here's Mrs. Incredible. The three is up. It's hauled in by Smith.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot and two at the line. It's going to be on Mrs. Incredible.
A versatile big with an array of moves at her disposal. Defenders struggle to keep up with Smith.
First trip to the line for her here. That free throw missing.
And the playoffs quickly approaching here. So what's the key for teams around the league right now?
You want to be peaking. Sometimes it's not the best team that wins the title. It's the team that's playing the best.
And not just maybe playing the best, Brian, but the healthiest team that wins it all. So I've been checking out that injury report. Availability is so big in this league.
And she sinks the second.
And, Tim, we know success isn't always linear. And just look at Alana Smith. She's a perfect example of that. It took her a few years to claim her spot in the league.
Well, she was a top 10 pick back in 2019. She shot under 20% as a rookie. Alana was out of the league, but she had a great 2023. The Australian finishing third in most improved player voting, and she has really got a spot in the league now.
Fast break. Here come the Sparks. Here's Bell. Here's Voss. And she gets it to go.
Defensively, they have got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, still early, but you're right. They need to bump up the intensity on defense.
Carlton, guarded by McDonald. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
It's her first trip to the line.
2 shots.
And she makes the first. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so she makes both from the line. And the Sparks with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Outside Clarendon. To the paint. Here's Brink. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. Because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
The fast break 3, it's one of her favorite shots. She's never afraid to pull up from out there.
Now here's Voss. She's got 6. Brink a screen. Here's Clarendon. And Carlton pulls it down. Pass to Peely. Now Kone. Now Griner, guarded by McDonald. They double team Brittany Griner. And she drops it in from the low post.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Now Clarendon. Outside McDonald. Voss. That's good, and that's her 4th basket of the game. She's a strong 4 for 6.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
Here's James. Pass to Peely. 6 on the shot clock. Reiner. Voss defending. And no good trying to get that one. And so the first quarter in the books. Sparks ahead. They lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. The second quarter just getting set to begin. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
A lot of shots in close from them early. Good sign.
It's a lot easier to get buckets inside, and they've done that through 1.
The Lynx trailing. Pass to Carlton. And here's James. Here's Kune. Brink covering. Clock at 6. Peely drops in the tray.
And showing some range. Peely can step back, space the offense.
And the Sparks with possession here. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Jackson outside. Pass to Voss. It's hauled in by the Lynx. And here's Carlton. Now James. To the inside. Here's Kune.
Brink covering.
Kune can't get it to go. The Sparks with the lead. Here's Jackson. That's good, and it's Asia Clarendon with the assist.
I like how versatile Jackson is. She can create her own shots, and she's also just as good shooting off the catch.
Minnesota calls a timeout. The Lynx making a switch here.
Here's Peely.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Griner. From 11 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And what a great play. Totally schooled the defender. Right back on her heels on that one.
Outside McDonald. Brink with the ball. Boss. She's guarded by Griner.
Brittany Griner. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Los Angeles Sparks, number 25. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Sparks making a change here. And she's good on the second. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Carlton.
Peely.
Here's Carlton. 5 to shoot. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Here's Boss. Makes the bucket. He's now got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 on the game.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
Pass to Griner. Misses from close range.
Nearly got a finger to that shot on the block attempt.
It was just as effective as a block. Made her completely change her release point and caused the miss.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum. in the paint. Griner, simply unstoppable. She's so tall at 6'9", but she also has lovely touch.
Now here's Clarendon. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. They get it back. Pass to miss is incredible. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Brittany Griner.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Here's this is incredible. Lays it up and banks it in. Now here's Williams. Pass to Carlton. Griner, Boss defending. Griner, it's a deflection. Oop, anticipated the pass, turnover. There's a screen. Here's Carlton. Clarendon covering. And here's Carlton. 5 points in the game. And again, no good by Minnesota. Outside Clarendon. Pass to miss is incredible. Launches it. Not that time. Her 6th miss, and she's made 4 of her 10 shots.
And she continues to search for her rhythm. It's eluded her so far. Absolutely no fear, guys. Mixing it up in the paint with bigger players.
Boss.
Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
Their prowess inside has just been tremendous, guys. It's been no contest on the low block.
And really, Brian, until the defense puts up at least some resistance, they ought to just keep pounding them down low.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shoots the 3. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for her. 1 for 4 shooting.
It used to be a weakness of her game, but Williams has worked on three-point shooting, and her percentages have increased each year in the league.
The Sparks call timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Boss. This is incredible. Here's Boss. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota trailing.
And when it comes to defensive prowess, there's not too many players that can impact a game like Nafisa Collier.
It gets overlooked sometimes because of her offense, but Nafisa is outstanding on defense. She's the kind of player that opposing coaches have to game plan for at both ends.
Now here is Boss. She's got 13. Again, the miss by the Sparks. Pass to Williams. McBride outside. Now Magbagor. Nafisa Collier for three. The shot misses.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Queen. Keeley defending. Queen. Shot is good.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Pass to Williams. Collier outside. Now here's McBride. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier with the assist that time.
I love how McBride is unafraid of making mistakes, and she really just plays her game and then will live with the results.
A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible.
They're leaning on the three-pointer in the second quarter.
And it's letting them down as they've mostly been off target.
Williams with it. For three, Nafisa Collier. And the Lynx, another three.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. 12 points for her. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
Second team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, number 25. Two shots.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good.
She didn't have a single free throw in the first quarter, but she started to play with a little bit more edge to her game here in the second.
And that one goes in. Two from the line that time.
And they're getting more free throw points here in the second quarter.
One of the reasons they're in front right now, definitely.
Pass to Peely. McBride puts up a three. Jackson pulls it in.
A good job on the glass. They're working inside.
They're battling, and that's helped them craft this lead.
It's set a tone for the team.
Shot's good by Bell.
She's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake. Come on, you got to be a little bit more disciplined.
Now here's Collier. He has 5. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Williams. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier with the assist that time.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
Pass to Boss. And it's Collier with the rebound.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, who doesn't love a guard who can be prolific while also being efficient? And that's what Kayla McBride does. She makes very few bad plays.
Well, it starts with great shot selection, right? She makes the smart pass rather than the flashy one. She keeps the turnovers to a minimum, and she's someone you trust to read the floor and make good choices.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Kayla McBride is a good free throw shooter. I mean, is there anything she can't do?
That's also good, so she hits them both.
A unanimous selection to the WNBA All-Rookie team. McBride made an immediate impact in this league.
Now here's Boss. Here's Court Queen. Sinks that one from the post.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Here's Williams. 6 points for her. Fires for 3. She can't get that one.
free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter for them.
You know, and they shouldn't settle. Keep getting the ball inside and create some balance offensively. But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Now here's McBride. 11 points in the game. Reiner up top. Boss defending. Visa Collier for three. And Bell pulls it down.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible. Here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Collier. He got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for him. And we finished one half of play. Sparks ahead. They lead by 11. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going and what has been a runaway of a game so far. And you look at Boss, she's been playing really well.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
Now Williams. It's tipped.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's how true in this one, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, their effort on the glass, it has given them the advantage. It's made a difference without question.
Pass to Smith. McBride. Collier outside. With the floater. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. That one on Queen.
Now, she might be a big, but you don't want to foul her. At about 80% from the line, Collier is a good bet to knock down all of these.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
One thing about Nafisa Collier, she's great at many things. She's not a specialist. She's well-rounded.
Well, how about this? I mean, she's been top 10 in the league in scoring, rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, that's 4 of the 5 major food groups. She gives you everything at a high level.
Hits both from the stripe.
You know, Collier hit the ground running when she came into the WNBA, quickly becoming a force to be reckoned with, an all-star in her first year.
Now here is Queen. Pass to court Queen. Three-pointer. There she goes again. That's her 9th straight basket. That's a perfect 9 for 9. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Williams sets the screen. McBride with the ball. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting. Keep shooting.
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having with long range, why not just keep firing? Nothing but money for them to start the half. They're 3 for 3.
Now here's Williams. She's tightly guarded. McBride right side. Now here's Collier. 7 points in the game. Clock at 4. Pass to Smith. From deep. Unable to get that one to go.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's Bell. Here's Court Queen. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control the boards has given them control of this game.
Minnesota calls a timeout. And you look at Court Queen. What a contribution.
I think I know what they're going to be talking about this timeout. She's been taking it to them all game inside, and they haven't been able to stop her. They need to put up a better fight.
And here are the Lynx now. They trail by 16. Smith outside. McBride. The three. And again, no good by Minnesota.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Bell can't hit.
Nothing's going down for her today.
Now here's Smith. Boss defending. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line.
Smart stuff by Smith. Force that issue down low and get to the stripe.
And this is her second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting 2.
And she can't get the first one.
And one thing we can all agree on, we are fired up for the WNBA to come to the Bay Area in 2025.
100%. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area. It's something I've always wanted, a WNBA team here in the Bay. Everybody has always wanted that.
And it's going to be a party at Chase Center. I can't wait to see this team get to action, and I know I'll be there opening day.
Good on the second free throw.
The prototypical big for today's game. Smith can beat you inside and outside.
Launches a three. Miss Incredible can't get it to go. Pass to McBride. Williams. Smith outside. And here's McBride. The three-pointer is on target.
Yeah, a steady scorer. McBride's demeanor has intensified as she's earned more and more respect around the league.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She's guarded by Williams. And the basket is good. Got it to go through the contact. So a free throw coming up. Opportunity for a three-point play.
At the line for your Los Angeles Sparks, Holloway, shooting one.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And here's Williams. She's got 6. Here's Griner. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Mrs. Incredible with it. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing them.
So the Lynx now. 17-point game. Here's Collier. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and will go to the line. That one on Queen.
What an intelligent move by Collier. Defenders are so aggressive, sometimes you can use it against them.
And this is her third and fourth free throw attempts of the game here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And she makes both free throws. Here's Bell. Pass to court Queen. Misses the three. Collier outside. Now Williams. Smith outside. McBride outside. 6 to shoot. Screen by Griner. And the Lynx miss again.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
No luck needed. It is working for sure. 5 of their last 6 field goals, and they've come from inside the paint.
Now here's Collier. 9 points in the game. Back to Griner. That's tipped. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Los Angeles Sparks, number 25. 2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one. So she gets them both. Now Peely. From past the arc. Minnesota the rebound. That shot by Collier, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Collier. 9 points in the game. Pass to Peely. Griner. Again missed by Brittany Griner.
The way she's been going this quarter, they're going to need someone else to pick up the slack.
Now here's Court Queen. 24 points for her. And it's Boss missing. Collier outside. And the Lynx miss again.
You know, it has been a rough night for her, but you can't falter on that try.
Pass to Boss. Inside. Court Queen. Basket counts.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Here's Griner. Collier with it. Clock at 6. Peely. Beyond the arc. No luck on that one. Pass the Boss. Now here's Court Queen. Pulls up on the wing. And a foul called on Brink. That is her first foul of the game.
Team foul.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Minnesota, trailing by 19. McBride up top, guarded by McDonald. Shot to stop the drought. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
2 minutes.
Now here's Boss.
2 minutes.
19 points in the game. Boss sets a screen. And Ari McDonald gets the 3.
Well, if she's hitting from 3, McDonald becomes an impossible matchup for whoever gets her assignment.
And Brian, one of the better all-around defenders in this league, Ari McDonald.
Well, back in college, she won Defensive Player of the Year twice in her conference. With quick feet and quick hands, she lives in the passing lanes and is always a threat to pick the ball and jet the other way.
The points just keep coming for her this quarter, and at the right time, too, as they continue to try and narrow this deficit.
Now here's Boss for 3. Here's Queen. Boss. And it's Court Queen missing. Pass to Peely. Jackson pulls it in.
She's gone cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
Queen, shot is good.
After leaning on the three-point shot in the first half, they're starting to get away from it here in the second. More of their shots are coming from inside.
Now here's Peely. McBride with the ball, guarded by McDonald. Pass to Carlton. Reiner. They set the pick from 20 feet out. And she gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Over a WNBA career, Brittany Griner has worked so hard on her jumper. Impressive to see how far she's come.
And here's Boss. 19 points in the game. Fires the 3. He can't hit that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Sparks on top. They lead by 18. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. And the Sparks with possession here. This is incredible with it. From outside the arc, cans it from downtown.
With that three, her second of the half, she's equaled her total from before the break.
Pass to Carlton. Collier. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
A great shooter from deep. Collier responding with her own trifecta.
Jackson outside. Brink. Haley defending.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good. Collier outside. Pass to Carlton. Williams. Another three for Minnesota.
You know, there are certain players who shoot much better off the pass. Williams is one of them. Allows her to set her feet.
Jackson outside.
Now Bell. Over to the left wing. Here's Mrs. Incredible. The three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
For three. Good on the three-point shot.
She is showing no signs of slowing down here.
Pass to Carlton. Collier. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now here's Mrs. Incredible. She's guarded by Williams. And here's Carlton. And the Lynx miss again. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Shoots. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. Down low. McNagor. Goes back up. Off target at the rim. And the Sparks with possession here. It's an 18-point lead. Let's go with a three. No good that time. Here's Carlton. Boss defending. Screen by McNagor. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Playing with enthusiasm. Ezzy McNagor. Big second chance bucket.
Pass to Mrs. Incredible. From deep. It's hauled in by the Lynx. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Screen by McNagor. Courtney Williams for three. Drills the three-pointer.
So much action these days out of the pick and roll. Williams is made for this type of basketball. A slick dribbling and good decision-making player.
The Sparks call timeout. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Pass to Boss. Releases. And she drops that one in. So the Lynx now. 15-point game. Here's Williams. Lets the three fly. That one is off.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to miss is incredible. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Now the Lynx with it. On the wing, Kayla McBride. Queen covering. Smith outside. There's a screen by McBride. Sinks the triple.
A big part of Smith's value, Atlanta can hit threes and space the floor as a big.
Now Queen. Pass to miss is incredible. Court Queen. And that's collected by Kayla McBride. To the inside. Reiner, shot's good.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge. Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Now here's Keeley. The three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Boss. She's guarded by Griner. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound by the Lynx. Now here's Peely. Right outside. Off target with the three. And here are the Sparks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Pass to Court Queen. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Los Angeles Sparks. Holloway. 2 shots.
And the first one falls for her.
Tim, can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? They've been perfect.
Brian, I almost can't believe this. As cool as can be. Great focus, great efficiency. That's how they've built this lead.
The right way.
And that's good as she hits both shots. And here's McBride. Pass to Williams. Smith. McBride with the ball. And the three off target.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
And the foul called on Nafisa Collier. That's her first foul.
Second team foul.
Boss with it. Good on the triple.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. Now, I'm sure that was not the plan.
Now here's Williams. Collier. Queen covering. Back to Collier. And there's the 3-second violation.
Big blunder there. That could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Here's Boss. No good on the three. Now here's Smith. She's guarded closely. Pass to Williams. Collier. To the middle. That's good. And so Brittany Griner gets the assist.
Special delivery right there, fellas. Just a wonderful entry feed.
And here's Mrs. Incredible. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Mrs. Incredible. And they pick up 2.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. So the Lynx now, trailing by 19. Smith outside. Pass to McBride. Collier. Queen covering. Teardrop shot. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Great effort getting to the line from Collier. Part of what makes her so good, she can battle inside and hit those outside shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. That one falls, so she hits both of them. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. Drains the three-pointer.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Collier outside. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Now Mrs. Incredible. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Pass to McBride. Williams. Williams sets the screen. Smith outside. McBride. Boss defending. 3 on the clock. Here's Griner. Boss pulls it in. And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
There's a screen by Court Queen. They get it back. And down it goes. 2 points.
Those 2 points, almost a sure thing when they're able to get the ball inside to that position.
Smith outside. Pass to McBride. Here's Griner. Another 3 for Minnesota.
With strong court vision and awareness, McBride is able to read defenses and find the open teammate.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
And here are the Lynx now. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Carlton. Now James. Guarded by McDonald. And here's Carlton. Off target from 3-point range. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Can't argue with it. Just get the W. Get home.
Outside McDonald. And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.